here to bring you a wonderful hot little video about something exciting that I did these past few days, and that was applying for elk tags in the state of Tennessee and in the state of Pennsylvania. Because believe it or not, elk are not just native to the western states like we're all familiar with, like the Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, parts of California, areas of that nature. Elk actually, believe it or not, elk used to actually inhabit all the states, almost all the way down to throughout Florida, and they believe it or not, they had a wide range before European colonists started, eradicating the species. But luckily, through the efforts of hunters mainly, who really just want to hunt these animals, we were able to start bringing them back into select areas. On the eastern seaboard. The Kentucky is like one of the bigger eastern success stories because of their elk populations. It's starting to bleed into Virginia, and Pennsylvania has been able to get their populations up. North Carolina, and I believe North Carolina very soon is going to allow elk hunting in the Cherokee Mountain Range. I know exactly where they're at. I've seen them before. I've never hunted there, but I've seen the elk there before. I believe they are going to start allowing hunting in that area to take place. I can't wait for that. I'll have to keep an eye out for that area too. But so far this year, I've only applied for two of these outside area type tags. I didn't feel comfortable yet. I'm starting to apply for like some of the western states like Wyoming and New Mexico, Arizona, some of the other states, Montana, things of that nature. But I did feel comfortable enough with applying for the eastern states because they're closer by, first off, and I feel as though if it's a little bit more comfortable than doing it. Now we do have another elk trip planned. As of right now, we're still going to Colorado because Colorado allows OTC, which is, for you guys, is over the counter tags for people to buy. But most states do a preference point system, draw, that type of thing. So I'm not counting on me getting these tags the first time around. This is my first year applying for these two tags, and all I'm doing is mainly just putting my name into the system. Now, why am I sounding so excited about this? Because I've always talked about, the dream animal. My dream animal to hunt has always been elk. Okay. Now, for some of you folks who've hunted a lot of elk before, you're like, it's just elk. But to me, as an eastern hunter, I have never hunted an elk. I've never seen an elk, in the woods hunting, that type of sense. I really would just love the opportunity to hunt one of these animals. And I believe the only way you can actually get that is to actually start putting your name into draws and everything. And also another thing, and the reason why I didn't start putting my name into draw, it'd be my bad luck that I'd end up pulling tags for every single draw I did and only be able to do like one. I am not risking that type of ordeal either. So just go ahead putting my name on for two of these tags. I think we'll be okay for. I think I'll be okay for it right now. So why is this important to me? Why is this type of a hunting trip important to me? One, I've never hunted in Tennessee or Pennsylvania before. Two, it's an adventure. I've always said this, is that if you're going to make a trip for anything, you got to make it an adventure. Rather it be just for seeing sights you've never seen, seeing people you've never seen, or hunting an animal you've never seen. I've never seen an elk, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Even if I have seen an elk, it still would be an adventure because I've never seen the woods of Pennsylvania before. I've never seen the back country of Tennessee. Now, unless some of you guys are like, you don't want to go to Tennessee, it's too rednecky. Yes, it is probably. It's probably the same bit as Georgia. But I've never seen it. Might as well, right? I've never seen it. I would love to see the beautiful side of it. And also the fact is, I would love to see these type of animals whose ranges were in these areas before. I would love to see these animals in what would be considered, how am I going to put this? I would love to see what Native Americans seen when hunting these animals and European scene when hunting these animals. Now, of course, their definition of hunting may be slightly different than what mine is, but be able to experience these animals in their full wilderness as they originally were will be an absolute treat for me. And that's just something everybody is going to have to try doing, you know, especially if you guys are hunters, because every hunter that you'll ever meet honestly will say the same damn thing. A dream hunt. My dream hunt is to hunt this. I would love to hunt this. I would love to hunt this. Can't tell you how many hunters I've asked and talked to that are like, I would love to hunt this. I would love to fish for this. Man, I really wish I could. You could. You just got to actually put in the work for it, the time for it, and just mainly also put in the money for it. Because a lot of people are going to be like, I don't want to put in money for something that ain't going to happen. Or I don't want to put in the money for it, get the tag and stuff, and then have to pay expensive out of state tags, all this other stuff, for a chance to maybe hunt an animal. I can fully understand that. But here's the thing, the way I also look at it is this way. I also go on normal vacations, like some folks, beach and mountain trips, things of that nature. I go on these small vacations, or these week-long vacations, catching sunburn, and that's all I got to really show for it. This time I'm actually going to show for it, bring back meat, or maybe horns, who knows. Bring back something besides sunburn. Just saying, there is a trade-off for going out there and going out there hunting, because let's face it, it's also going to be a vacation for me, just out in the woods relaxing, away from the world. Alright? But that's just my personal opinion about it. I am going to start looking forward to applying for Kentucky. I just missed it by too much. I didn't really feel comfortable with applying for the Kentucky tags yet, but I will next year. I'll go ahead and start getting points, or if I think they do preference points. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I think they do. Ah, crap. What the heck's going on now? There shouldn't be traffic. Traffic on the roadways. Anyways, I am going to start applying for the western states as well. I'm also going to start applying for points for an animal I never really had an interest in hunting at all until very recently. However, where I want to hunt it is very different from how some people want to hunt it, a lot of these people, and that is a moose. I would love to hunt a Maine moose. Maine. Not an Alaskan moose. I don't really care. I mean, it does sound cool and all to go out there in Alaska and stuff, but honestly, for me, as a non-resident Alaskan, I'd have to get a guide and all this other stuff, because that's how it works in Alaska, and I'm just not going to do it. I'd rather just, for an animal that never really sparked a high interest in me until recently, and that would be an Alaskan moose. Or not an Alaskan moose. I would like to get a moose first, and then I think it'd be easier for me to apply for it in Maine, the license for Maine. So that's what I'm going to start looking into, is applying for that type of licensing. That'd be pretty cool, getting points for that. But until then, I'm going to stick with the elk until I finally get an elk, and then eventually I'll satiate. I'll get hungry for something else. That's how it goes for hunters, you know. You start getting that itch, you start getting that drive, and then next thing you know, your ass is flying to a special part of Mexico to hunt a rare species of turkey, a fucking turkey, for Christ's sake. And yes, I would do it. I would gladly do it, 100%. So, but that's just me. I mean, I love to hunt. I love to fish, and it's going to be an adventure either way, no matter where I go. So that's the whole point of it. That's the reason why I like to do it. That's the reason why you should do it too, because it is different and it's an adventure. Also, I wouldn't say it's different. It is actually used to be very common. You feel a closer connection to this world when you're a hunter and fisher than just seeing it in a book or on the news or through some documentary and stuff. But that's just me. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and wish me luck. Hopefully I get the draws. I mean, they should be announcing it mid-August, coming up here pretty soon, for both Tennessee and Pennsylvania. So hopefully I get this draw, and wish me luck for it, because I am super excited and super stoked for either one of them. I will gladly take either one of them. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and as always, hope you guys enjoy yourselves, and if you guys would, go ahead and give me a like, comment, and subscribe right down at the bottom, and look forward to the next video. I don't know what it'll be about, but it'll be about something. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. As always, work hard. Peace.